business, marketing, and entrepreneurship from the lens of the digital age. It's time to shine digitally.
Welcome back to Shine Digitally, guys. Welcome. Got my coffee here, ready to roll. What was I going to say? Okay, so, sorry guys, a little brain fart. So today we are going to be talking about the importance of capturing your traffic. And with that, let's go ahead and dive in. So yesterday I completed a funnel. This is a simple funnel. This is essentially a funnel that a funnel of, remember the phone funnel I told you guys about. I think it was a couple weeks ago, maybe last week. And essentially, it's essentially taking the traffic from these sources like YouTube. Some of it's coming from YouTube, a little bit from Facebook, exploring some other avenues, and essentially we are driving traffic to a free training. So we put a bait out there, so to speak, to align with our customer or the person that we would like to give this training to, right? So boom, you got the ad taking them to the training, right? Straight to the training. But before they go to the training, you take them to what's called a capture page. Now, the reason why this is foundational, guys, in your approach is because if you are not capturing the traffic, right? Some people might not stay for the training. Something might happen. The cat might catch on fire. The house, whatever the case may be, life happens, guys, and they might not actually be able to catch that training, and then they forget about it, right? It happens. But instead, if you can capture this person, right? And what I mean primarily is the email sign up. And if you want to go a little bit further, maybe you can even get their number, right? If you add that into the details of your software, whatever software you're using, you simply go in, and when you create the page, you add an outline for the number as well. Now, when you collect their number and their email, this is foundational because now you are building your list, right? And here's why this is important. So right now you're fishing, right? You have to go to Joe's lake, right? He has all the fish in the lake. You don't have a lake. So you go to Joe's lake to go fishing, and you got to pay him, $20 to get in to get some of these fish. And, there's parameters around this. Now, what's cool though, when you get Joe's fish, let's say you catch a couple fish, right, from Joe's lake. Now you bring it, you create a little pond, and instead of eating these fish, you put them in your little pond, and you multiply them, right? Now you're starting to build your own asset, and that's analogous to what I'm sharing here. Yes, YouTube and all these other sources, they're great for capturing leads and whatnot. But what you want to be doing is over time also be building your list. So when you build that capture page, now the traffic that's coming through, you have their information, and now when it's time to go fishing, guess what? You can create ad campaigns, or not even ad campaigns, but you can create campaigns to elicit certain behavior from your pond, so to speak. So here's an example. Let's say you got 500 people that you're able to traffic that comes through this ad, right? Out of the ad, let's say 200 people sign up. That's 200 people that have signed up through your to get the free training, and now you got 200 people that you've added to your list, right? Now here's the next stage. So all that's done. Now let's say a month later you want to promote a offer that is in alignment with this trainer. Let's say you discover something new, maybe you want to give them some, whatever the case may be. Now you go out, you don't have to spend any money, right? Only the money that you're using to facilitate your software, like whatever software you're using. Of course, that's a payment or a source that you have to pay for. I don't know any email slash services that you can use. What I am going to do though, if you reach out, the software that I use, I'll share with you the software that I personally use. And, I'll even share it with you as Kartra. But if you want to get a deal on Kartra, I can get you, I believe it's 60% off for your first couple months. And the reason being is because I've been using it, and it is my affiliate link. So yes, I do get a small commission, but here's the thing though, we both win. And that's just if you're in the market for that, but that's not the premise of today's video. That's just if you're not familiar or you don't have any software. A lot of people talk about ClickFunnels. There's a lot of other email capture. Just from my personal experience, though, Kartra is the most user intuitive. Maybe because I went through it, I really enjoy it. I like it. It works for me. So, anywho, so what was that? The example. So, boom, you got the 200 people. You've given the free training. Now it's the next step. Now you go out and you create a campaign. You don't have to spend any money on generating traffic. You have hot, warm leads right there in your database that you can nurture and build relationships with. That is powerful. That is fundamental to being successful online, is you have to build your own assets. If not, you'll always be at the whims of these other sources. And nothing's wrong. We don't need to demonize these sources because they're doing what you need to be doing. They have a database and people come there, right? Now, here's a second scenario. So you have the person that goes out, right? Same scenario. They get about 500 people worth of traffic coming through the funnel, and after that, same thing. 200 people sign up for the training, but this time they didn't have a capture page, or they didn't have any way of there was nothing that captured the email or nothing. So now that's all done, right? Now, how do they communicate with that person that they gave the free training to? They have to wait for them to come back, if anything. And also now you have to continue to spend more money in order to get more people through your funnel. And now you can see why that is not foundational to success online. You got to be building these relationships, guys, because the biggest thing is you don't need thousands of people. All you need is a couple hundred of people that you have a great relationship with and that you can continue to give great products to. As an example, let's say this podcast, right? You're listening to this. I haven't offered, at least not yet, any products to really to help you guys, because we're still learning, we're growing, we're putting this together and whatnot. But let's say I offer like a free training, right, of how to put together a funnel, just hypothetically, because I know we talk a lot about funnels. So I do that. I share that. Now, when I share that, I'm going to capture your email or some type of contact information, not so that I can spam or do anything nefarious to you. No, but so that I can nurture and build a relationship with you. See, the biggest thing that I've learned, guys, on one of our other lists, through our one of our other endeavors, State of Prime, we have a couple hundred people on the contact list, or email list, and all the emails that we send out are personable, connective, and authentic. We are not spamming, guys, and we are not selling our customers information. Here's why, guys. That right there is the golden goose. Excuse my language, but you don't fuck up the golden goose. You don't do that. You might mess up the golden egg, right? I mean, sell the golden egg, but you do not sell the golden goose. Here's what I mean. The relationships that you build with people, they generate money. You give them great product, service, help, whatever, and they return that in the form of value, which is something we both agree on, which is money, aka money, value, right? We both agree this is value. This is a medium of our time and our energy, and this is what we exchange it on. We call it money. And so that list that you build a relationship with, it literally creates money. See, most people are chasing money. No, that's the golden egg. That's cool, right? That's the golden egg. But I'd much rather have a golden goose. Something that produces golden eggs. I mean, that's just me, though. Maybe it's the quick versus the long. Do you want a quick fix or do you want a long-term solution? It depends on you. But personally, just, I was talking to a couple people yesterday, and they were actually homeless. I was at the park doing my workout routine and whatnot, and they happened to be there. And they came up to me, and they was, just talking and saying how pretty much Like, damn, you working out, man. And out, I got a little basketball routine I was doing. Like, damn, you gonna try it for the NBA? And I was open. I was just, laughing. I'm nah, this is just, part of what I do. And I bring this scenario up because when I was talking to them, I shared with them, listen, you know, where you're at is an accumulation of all the small choices that you've made. I by no means was trying to speak above them as if I am above them. Absolutely not. I was simply speaking through my experience and what I'm employing daily, not something theoretical. Not something, I mean, yes, a lot of the information you read in the book, yeah, you can share with people, but it's much more tangible, much more palpable when you're able to speak through experience and something that's authentic and real to you that you've been through. That's real. And so I was sharing with the woman specifically because she was just saying she has 1,001 thoughts running through her head and she's trying to choose which one to go with. And she just seemed scrambled, right? And of course, I'm sure the alcohol and other factors maybe were playing a role in it. But I still had to express to her, I said, listen, you're not going to do one thing a day, nor are you going to accumulate or get to a point where everything's okay. You could get $1 million right now. You would not be happy. You still have choices. You still have choices no matter what. I was saying, listen, the small things make the biggest difference. In the morning when I get up, simply doing my small routine, right? Like just minor stretches. I'm talking about 2-minute stretches. The small things that I do that has an accumulative effect. Writing out my journal, all these little things, they fortify me, guys. And so this is to bring it all the way back to the golden goose and the golden egg. Excuse me. The golden egg is the quick fix. It's the money. It's the drugs. It's the quick fixes, the weed, the alcohol. Now, again, I'm not demonizing anything on the outside because it's not what you do. It's how you do it. You got people that talk about don't eat eggs, don't eat meat, don't be vegetarian, don't be that. Whatever it is, these people are so focused on the outside, they're not aware of the inner that's making the choice about the outside. You feel me? Like where I'm coming from. This is deep. And this correlates to what we're sharing today in the funnel and capturing the traffic that comes through. This is the golden goose method. This is not a simple method, and it's not a get rich quick method by any means, right? The golden goose in the scenario that we're relaying through the topic today would be the golden egg would be the money. So you create an ad, boom, people come through, you got to train, and maybe you have a product on the back end, right? That's the quick egg, right? But the golden goose is you give them value. You give them the training. Now you figure out what they need, what they want, what's going to help them, right? But all that takes a lot more choices and fortification on your part to be able to get that far. And I truly feel overall, guys, as we move forward, shining digitally is a process. It's a process, and it starts with the golden goose. In order for you to shine digitally, you're not going to shine with a couple of sticks that you throw on the fire, right? That fire will burn up quickly. That's the golden egg, the quick fix. You throw a couple of sticks in the fire's not going to last long. Shining digitally is about being the golden goose and throwing logs on the fire so that when you shine, you illuminate greatly, consistently. That's what it's about, guys. So, hey, if you like philosophical insights and that realm of thinking and ideas, definitely check out State of Prime, the podcast. We just go down that rabbit hole. We talk about mind, body, spirit through the realm of our experience and what we've learned. Again, it's nothing theoretical. Same with here, guys, shining digitally. We're not sharing anything that we're not doing. We're creating these funnels. We're employing these tactics. We're sharing what didn't work. It's through our experience, guys, and I think that's the most powerful source that you can share with someone on. Now, I'm not saying the theoretical doesn't work. Absolutely, but when you can connect that theoretical approach with something tangible and practical that you've been through, oh, whoo-wee, that's a magnifying effect, and that magnification is what leads to you being able to shine digitally. It's a process. So with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Capture that traffic and build your foundation. Build your golden goose. Don't just go for the golden egg because you're going to have to keep going out and farming. Not farming, hunting. Be a farmer, not a hunter. There's nothing wrong with hunting. But if you have plants growing back at the home when you go out to hunt, if you don't succeed, guess what? You still have something to lean back on. Golden goose or the golden egg.